were probably 60-ish, 55.
60 years old.
Oh yeah, they were.
And you guys are what, teenagers?
Close to it, yeah. I mean, 24, 23, 24. And there was one time they started getting a little touchy-feely with us, and I was like,
That's
no,
Ozark Heaven where you guys are at, man.
yeah. I mean, I'm like, we can't have this. So Glenn had a mattress just on the floor, and I had a bed. And we hear them pull up, and they thought because they rented a house, they had carte blanche, they could just come and go as they please. So I said, Glenn, I go, hurry up, get in here. He's like, what? I go, get in bed. He goes, what do you mean get in? I go, get in bed with me. And he goes like, why? I go, just get in the fucking bed. So he gets into bed, and I got my arm around him like this, and it's like we're cuddling. They walk down the hall in the bedroom. They're like, oh, we're like, whoa, what the fuck? You caught us. What are you doing? So we basically told them we were gay lovers, and that's how they never touch us again. But they kept buying us stuff. So it was amazing.
They would make us dinner. They would bring dinner for us and just leave it on the thing and then leave.
Yeah.
It was the most bizarre thing ever.
Did you wear your skirts in the house at home?
No,
we were the spiders back then.
Get real, Brisco. I was wearing skirts.
Yeah, we were still the spiders back then.
Yeah, but it was great. We'd put laundry out front, and they would come over to the house. They'd take the laundry, they would wash it for us. We'd come back, and they would just, after that, they just put it on the steps. But we'd meet them after
who was it? Was it John Ritter that played, Don Knotts was the landlord in the
Company
sitcom where he pretended to be gay so he could live with the two girls?
Yes.
So that's kind of what you guys did to pretend.
That's 100%. Not kind of. That's exactly what we did.
Well, good save, John. Good save.
After you get caught in bed together, how did you keep having to keep this charade up? Like, did you have to hold hands in public or anything?
No, they just never went down that road again. They just, when they would come over, they would either pick up the laundry or drop food off, and they would just leave. They would never come that far back into the house.
And when they did come into the house, they started knocking. So before they would just barge in, but then they started knocking. So it was like, oh, this is how we set up our boundaries.
So how did you get hooked up with them that they started buying you food and put them in your house? They were
fans. They were local fans. And one time we went, it was legit. We got done doing a show and we stopped to get gas, and Glenn and I were standing out there with probably dollars and nickels trying to figure out, okay, how much can we put gas in the car and grab something to eat at a little convenience store, to get us home and grab a snack. And they were like, you guys okay? There was a good match, blah, blah, blah. And we're like, yeah, Bert doesn't fucking pay us. And we were in that mood. We just started dumping on him about Bert. And they were like, he doesn't pay you? We're like, no, like, this is part of paying dues. And they're like, why do you keep doing it? And we're like, well, we get to, be on we get to wrestle 5 or 6 nights a week. Like, if we went home,
spoon, basically,
we wouldn't be able to. So they were like, oh, that's so sad. Well, here, let us get you some gas, and here, come inside, we'll buy you some groceries. And then literally after every show, they'd meet us out back, and they're like, you guys need gas, you need food or anything? And